Hey YouTube, how are you all doing? I'm back again with this month's pickups. It's Sunday today, the 30th of March 2025. Not a huge pile to show you this time, and I even debated on whether it was even worth doing a video, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to. I had one thing I was waiting for from Vinted, which I think arrived yesterday. I picked it up from the in-post locker this morning because I didn't actually see the email. Was it late last night? I think it was late last night. I noticed it coming anyway. So yeah, that's picked up now. The rest I've got few charity shop pickups. I've actually picked up a couple of things from CEX yesterday, and this first thing is another gift, once again from my good friend Pete. I mentioned on the last video that I did a movie that I got that I thought I should probably pick up on Blu Ray, and lo and behold, a few days later, this arrived through the door with a message from Pete saying that I was at work at the time, and he sent me a message to say that a parcel had been delivered. So he obviously got a message when it was delivered. Yeah, so from hell. So I got the DVD last month in the charity shop. I think I paid 20p for it, but it's a nice 2-disc limited edition set, although not in the best condition. So now I've got a Blu-ray. So yeah, I'm very pleased about that. Great movie this. It's yeah, it was good. Obviously I haven't watched this version yet because I didn't know I was getting it. But I will do very soon. Now the one thing that came in from Vinted, this appeared on my I guess homepage on Vinted. Every time I log in, it just shows me I guess things that are close to things that I've looked at or I've been interested in or done searches for. And this is something I had no idea even existed. I didn't know it had been released. So this is another animated Doctor Who, a first Doctor story, The Savages. When I saw this cover, I thought, I've never seen that before. And I knew it must have been a more recent one because it's got the newer Doctor Who logo on the spine and on the cover. So I had a look on CEX, and this wasn't showing on CEX. So I thought, well, I'll try Amazon. I looked on Amazon, and this was released last Monday on the 24th. I saw this on the Wednesday. They were asking £10 for it, and it was it must have been somebody who was new to Vinted, because it was also free postage, and Vinted normally do that for new members. So if you join Vinted, your first purchase, you can normally get free postage, and the first thing you sell, whoever buys it from you will get free postage. Anyway, I sent them an offer. It wasn't particularly cheeky, I don't think. I sent them an offer for £8. It's still sealed, and they accepted it. So it cost me, with fees, just a little over £9. Literally 2 days. I mean, it's a week now, I guess, or a week tomorrow since it was released, and this still isn't up on CEX, so I don't know what they're charging for it secondhand. There is a steelbook edition of this that they do have on their site, but this version as yet isn't there, and it's quite heavy, so I'm assuming there must be quite a few discs in here. I know some of these releases have 2 or even 3 discs, these animated ones, and I'm sure it must say on there somewhere, but I can't see. and it's not focusing in too well on the small rating. But yeah, very pleased to have got that. Next up, CEX. I went into CEX yesterday while I was in town, just for a look, really. And there was nothing really that much that caught my eye until I spotted these two. And at a £5 each, I thought, I've got to get them. Now maybe I can pick these up on eBay, a bit cheaper, or even Vinted or somewhere, but they were in front of me at the time. So I grabbed them, £5 each. So Grange Hill Series 1 and 2, I have seen both of these series in the last few years, maybe quite a few years ago. Well, no, probably in the last 3 or 4 years, I would say. But this one, I haven't seen any of these since way back in the day when they were on the TV, probably, or maybe on UK Gold in the 90s or early 2000s. If they repeated them, I might have seen some of them on there, but certainly haven't watched through them all. But as a kid, from when they started in, what was it, 78 or 79, through to probably definitely past the mid-80s into the late 80s, I used to watch this all the time. I love this programme. And it's just nostalgic, really is. So yeah, happy to have found these. I'm fairly certain there's at least 2 more sets of these now. Series 5 and 6 and series 7 and 8, possibly. I know when for a while after this one came out, it was blinking expensive. I'm sure this one probably was, but this didn't come on my radar until it was not necessarily cheap, but cheaper. Whereas for a while these were like £15 to £20 second hand. So the prices haven't gone down, but have gone down. But I think the other two sets are still fairly expensive. Oh, excuse me. I've not long since had lunch and it's starting to repeat on me, so I apologise. The rest of this lot all came from, of all the charity shops, the British Heart Foundation, which in my opinion, some of their pricing is absolutely outrageous. It really is. But I managed to pick this lot up from 2 different stores on 2 different occasions at not awful prices. So the first trip was probably 2 weeks ago, maybe now. Where was I? I don't think I was in town. I'm struggling to think where it was where I got these. It was definitely a different British Heart Foundation to which I would normally visit, at least semi-regularly. Maybe it was in Middlesbrough. Anyway, it's not important. No, it wasn't. It was in Billingham. I remember now because I'd gone to Argos, and I thought while I'm there, there used to be 5 charity shops in Billingham. I think they're down to 2 now, which is a sad state of affairs. But anyway, Wonder Woman Bloodlines for £2, which, you know, again, I thought wasn't awful. It is sealed and it does have a slipcover. So happy to have found this. I do like collecting these animated, both the Marvel and the DC movies, and grabbing them when I can find them with a slipcover is a bonus. And for £1, I just had to grab this. It is a VHS set of Queen's Greatest Flicks 1 and 2 on 2 video cassettes. So box of flicks 2. I guess Greatest Flicks is the album version, whether it's the LP or the CD. So box of flicks is as you can see, must be the video release. This one needs rewinding. so does that one. They both need rewinding. I hadn't noticed that before. Yeah, so for £1, I thought, why the hell not? Some awesome music videos mixed in on there. So, yeah, very happy about that. And these lot I got in Stockton just over a week ago. So some more Doctor Who. This was a set that I had quite a few years ago and sold it, or traded it, I should say, at CEX when it was still worth a bit of money. So we've got Doctor Who Series 6 Part 2. I've got the box set, the Part 1, which I didn't trade that in the time because it was worth very little. This still sells in CX for £3. So at £3, brand new, I thought, yeah, I'll grab that, stick it on the shelf with the rest. So that's another one ticked off, I guess, that I needed to buy. Some more Fools and Horses. I got Series 2 of Only Fools and Horses, I believe, last month, from another charity shop, and I'm blanking on which one it was now. But anyway, they had this and they also had Series 2, and I very nearly bought both at £1 each, and so there was just something niggling in the back of my head that I either bought Series 1 or Series 2, and I can't remember which one it was, so I left that Series 2 behind, and I'm so happy I did, because when I checked and I got home, it was Series 2 that I owned. So I think this is the last actual series that they made. I think they'd been doing the specials for a few years at this point this was made, but then they kept doing the specials for quite a number of years after that. I'll just drop the slip. So that's just episodes and chapters. Yeah, I think it is. It's episodes and chapters on the sheet. So yeah, £1, and then also for £1, this is where I did make a mistake. One of these I do already own, but again, these are £1 each. At Home with the Braithwaites, Series 1 and Series 2, both network releases. I should have remembered that I already owned this one, but I didn't. In fact, I was that certain at the time I didn't even check on my phone to see whether I did own this or not. But yeah, it turns out that I've got Series 1, but not Series 2. But it was only £1, so there we go. I haven't actually checked to see if this is worth anything at CX. It's probably not. There were quite a few, when I was in CEX yesterday, there were quite a few network TV show releases for around about the £2-3 mark. So I don't suppose this is one that's, I mean, there are some shows from network that are worth quite a bit of money, but I haven't checked, so I don't know. But somehow I don't think this is worth too much money as a trade-in. You never know. Anyway, that's it. So it's quite a small selection. Only, I was about to say only 2 Blu-rays, but it's not. It's 3 Blu-rays, and then all the rest are either VHS or, I should say DVD and 1 VHS. Yeah, so there we go. That's it for this month. There is something else on Vinted at the moment that I've put an offer in for, but I haven't heard anything back yet. And to be honest, I've been a bit cheeky, so whether that'll get accepted, I don't know. But if they don't, I'll probably put in a slightly higher offer, because it is something that I would like to buy. Maybe not quite at the price they're asking for, but who knows. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I hopefully will catch you in the next one. Ta-ra. Oh dear. guess I screwed up there. It's Series 7 Part 2 I needed, not Series 6. Damn it.